What's up, YouTube? What's going on? It's your boy Tay, and we're going to be doing a few deck hands, or test hands, so to speak. Said it wrong. So without further ado, let's get into it. We'll start off with 5 cards, like every turn. Each game, obviously. Ecclesia, Chalice, Rod. At this point, you pretty much have half of, I'll say, a decent board. Raigeki, that's a follow-up. And this is going first, to be fair. And then Upstart. This is a great hand. Um, First thing you want to do is start off with normal Summon Magician Rod, Action Magician Rod's effect. If it doesn't get negate, we're going to do this turn with no negates. Our opponent negating this. We're going to go ahead and add, from our deck, we're going to add Soul Servant. So let's add Soul Servant. Add the card to the hand. In a resolution, what you're going to do is you're going to go into the next, I would say the power move. Because this move is actually pretty good. Since we have an extra spell in hand, like a Raigeki, we don't really need it next turn. Dogmatic Punishment will set us up enough to where we'll be able to cover ourselves. We're going to go ahead and activate Upstart. And if our opponent doesn't have a response to it, you would like to chain Soul Servant to it. And what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and stack Magician Souls and then draw into it from the chain 1 to chain 2. So let me stack my deck, show you, and then draw it. We're going to stack this on top, Magician Souls, send Soul Servant to the grave. This is the guarantee draw 1 if it doesn't get ashed, because we're going to send Dark Magician off of Magician Souls. And then Upstart, chain 1, draw into, I wonder what we're drawing into. Go ahead and activate Magician Souls after the chain 1 and chain 2 resolves to go ahead and dump either Mana or Dark Magician. And with this hand, to play it safe, dump Mana. So if he chains Imperm or anything to it, like I said, I know we're doing no negates, but I personally send Mana all the time. But since I don't have Brain Infusion in hand, I might as well keep it extra light in the deck. So go ahead and send that first of our 2 Dark Magicians. So we have a lower chance of drawing a Dark Magician for the next turn. So drop Mana from the deck to the grave. So go ahead and dump Mana. And keep in mind, also, if you haven't seen my deck list on why I run Mana, go ahead and watch it. I'll give little tips and tricks on why I have these cards in my deck. Mana is for 2 reasons. A, she could be special summoned if any of my spellcasters are targeted by a card effect on the field. And second, she's an extender. And third, Branding Fusion Fodder to summon Albion and then use Albion's effect to banish my 1 of 2 Fallen Albaz and my Lebellion to make Mirror Jane. So that's pretty flexible if you ask me. Mana. And if Snow didn't get banned, that was my second target for Albion. So, but I'll continue. If you want to, you don't have to. If you're feeling a little greedy, Magician Souls effect. To pitch 2, I recommend pitching 1, which will be which would probably be the Raigeki, since I like to negate my opponent a lot. But go ahead and do it 2. You feel me? Have your opponent cut the deck, or you can cut it yourself, and go ahead and draw 2 cards. Obviously, Rod and Circle. This is, you know what? This is fine. I guess. I mean, we're just gonna add Rod back with punishment after we trivia spellcaster on the field, but we probably won't have a spellcaster on the field after what we're gonna do. So first off, what we're gonna do is we're gonna activate Circle to see what we're gonna get on top of our deck. So Magician Souls, what we're adding, Magician Souls, Skill Drain, and Secret Village. At this point, Secret Village. Yeah, I'm more scared of Droplet, Dark Ruler, etc. Triple Tactics and all that. Small World, all those cards. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on top and put this second, put this third, flip it on top. Your opponent does not have to see it. Keep that in mind. I'm only putting it face down because we're doing test hands. Keep in mind doing the test run. Keep in mind the circle says excavate, look at the top 3, meaning you do not have to show your opponent. Excavate the top 3 cards, meaning you'll have to show your opponent. I'll double check this actually. Look. So then we use the opportunity to use Soul Servant to go ahead and banish to add that 1 card. And if he ashes it, unfortunately. But if he doesn't, you get a free Secret Village. Secret Village is actually really important right here, because what we're about to do is I'm going to show Loza why, and other people why IP is actually really good. And Team Samurai might be on to something. We're going to go ahead and go into a link 2. We're not going to go to Artemis route. As useful as she is, I have a rod in hand. There's no need to. So we're going to go ahead and make IP. Alright? Then following after the IP, we're gonna go ahead and special summon the Ecclesia since we have an extra monster. We're gonna special summon her in defense. The reason why I always do this is because actually I don't. Attack it goes. Don't do what I do. Put her in attack since we have Secret Village, Lightning Storm or something. You don't have to worry about no Raigeki. So use Dogmatic Ecclesia to add Dogmatic card from the deck. We are going to add Fleur instead of adding sounds crazy. I want to do Dogmatic of Punishment. I want to do Punishment, but I didn't get Nadir Servant, so I don't get that full extension. We go Fleur de Lis. So let me grab Fleur de Lis. Go ahead and add Fleur. And then you're gonna go ahead and just slap that Secret Village down. Your opponent's gonna be like, you in turn. Your opponent's gonna be like, what is this? Well, you can activate, spells or traps. I mean, what's called spells if you don't control a spellcaster. And if you were to try to activate a monster effect, I could either go into Unicorn. If you try to normal, I can try to go into a Unicorn with Eyepiece effect and try to pop it by discarding Rod. Or I can Fleur first, which is what you're going to do, Fleur at least to negate the card effect by special summon Fleur and attack. And the negate and the special summon and the negate is in one effect, just so you guys are aware. So you'll activate the effect and negate something on the field. I don't know, Xiamen or something. And then what you can't do is go into a Link 3, which is your Unicorn or you're probably going to Celine. Celine's not bad. I will say Celine, she is bad because Dark Magician's not engraved. Celine's actually really good if Dark Magician's engraved with Circle. You don't need Eternal Soul. Come on now. Go ahead and special summon, Link summon into a Nightmare Unicorn. You can or you cannot. It depends on you. If you want to get rid of your Rod in hand for a Unicorn pop, personally, I will keep Rod. But Unicorn is a body that cannot be destroyed by card effects. If I remember correctly. IP's effect. Yeah. Always read your cards. That's really important. But yeah, cannot be destroyed by your opponent's card effects. Your opponent's going to pass the board or make a board, pass it. You're going to go ahead and draw into your next card. Brand Diffusion. Wow, that's like probably game. That's probably game. I don't mind getting rid of my Ecclesia for... Matter of fact, I'm going to do something different. We're going to go ahead and normal summon Rod. Rod's effect. Try to bait something out of the board. If you can't, well, we're going to go ahead and grab... in this situation... We're probably grabbing Soul Servant, really. So go ahead and grab Soul Servant. Also, friendly reminder, I will be changing this deck with my new cards coming. So this deck list will be changed, and I will put a new deck list. I'll try to be consistent and post a deck list for each month of my Dark Magician deck, because I am changing my Dark Magician deck almost consistently every month until we get to a really consistent build. You don't want to get comfortable playing the same deck over and over. What we're gonna go ahead and do is go straight into the Link 4. You'll see why. You still have Flare. Go into access code. You need this big body. Go ahead and make access code. Access code effect. That effect can't be responded to. None of its effects can be responded to. Keep that in mind. Access target Unicorn. Now you have, unfortunately, misplay. This is why you go back and you learn. Listen to me closely. Arrows exist. Arrows exist. Go ahead and make a Link 1. Get you some targets in the grave. Come on now. Arrows exist. You feel me? Then you can go in access code. Now you have a light in the dark to use. You have IP, Unicorn, and Artemis. Now access code effect to target, Unicorn. Then access effect, you can banish either IP Masquerena or Unicorn, and then you'll banish they're at the bottom. You're gonna banish, you feel me, Artemis. Get the board clear. This right here will be game, you feel me? Or if you want to, I can show you a little something quick. Go ahead and activate Brain Infusion. And let's just be petty. Let's go ahead and make Dragoon. Go ahead and send Fallen Albaz and Dark Magician. Give me just a second. To play it safe, we can still make Dragoon. Because the board's cleared, assuming your board is cleared, the board is cleared, go ahead and make Dragoon. We sent the materials to the grave. Go ahead and remember, you have to summon a branded monster first and then use the effect to special summon any monster from the extra deck at level A or lower. Go and special summon Lebellion. Put in attack. Lebellion's effect. You can go ahead and discard one card. Soul Surfer is a great card to discard, and you get to draw one because mana's still engraved. Go ahead and shuffle Dark Magician and Fall Now Bats back in the deck. And we're going to make Dragoon. I don't understand if Dark Magician players don't play Dragoon. You play Dragoon. It's gotten to the point where Dragoon's mandatory. He's been mandatory. Run Dragoon. At least that one. Unfortunately, you don't have nothing in hand for a Dragoon negate, but you have a Secret Village on the field, 2 spellcasters, and he can't attack, but that doesn't matter. And if I didn't clear a monster on the field with access code, I can just burn, go for game. I'm trying to tell you, I understand the whole Dark Magician is like a really weak deck, period, and overall, but Secret Village goes a long way and Skill Drain. I mean, let's look at the top 5 cards real quick. We got Dark Magician. Excuse me. You know, hypothetically speaking, this deck, when I tell you consistency is this game, this deck is not bad. You'll see a brick every now and then, but that's because I didn't mill it with Magician Souls twice in 4 turns. No, this deck's not bad, man. Getting boards like this and getting control is the the name of the game for this deck. Get comfortable with it, and hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. And as always, see you guys next time. Peace.